for, I think. It was the anchor who can't, WPSD in Paducah, Kentucky, which is one of those markets where you might be getting your first gig. This guy looks young, and he was doing a kicker story on a pig that was being taken around to local children's hospitals. And the name of the pig is Chris P. Bacon. They don't say what the P stands for. I'm going to go with
peanut butter.
Penelope was what I was going to go with because I thought that was cute.
Now to the story of a pig that is inspiring others.
Of course. But yeah, Chris P. Bacon. The guy can't keep it together because he thinks it's so funny.
It is funny. It's
this
cute.
is when they do a lot of those year-end news blooper things.
Oh, God.
And they really are. It's a simple laugh, but they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's live television. It's people who pride themselves 99% of the time on being very tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've
very
all kind of get that.
And
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And so they're happy that something organic has happened where they can loosen up without fear of reprisal from the news director.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just, I like when they do those at the end of the year. Because we need them at the end of the year. When they do a compilation of news bloopers. Because it's usually somebody who, you know, misspeaks or they talk about fart or whatever. I don't know. Let me find one here.
Montrose to explain how much longer drivers have to wait. Victoria.
Match Martin.
No.
You can take part.
Uxbridge also.
No.
Barbecue weather or
you're going to have some wet meat out there.
Love some dry meat.
Love dry meat.
Let's take a live look through the steamship grill harbor cam. The coho is back, arriving from Port Angeles with another boatload of...
Oh, my God.
A boatload of tourists ready to enjoy the long weekend.
Take it back,
it's got
Jim.
new bowls that accommodates popular diets. There's a keto bowl, paleo bowl, Whole30 diet bowls. They all have big rules about what you can eat.
Oh, you mean those like the tortillas that they make when you order a bowl and not a burrito? Is that what you're talking about?
No, you can get a bowl at Chipotle, just in a little bowl. And the certain ingredients go to a certain diet. How do you not know this?
I mean, I do, but I'm so confused about what you're talking about right now.
They're offering paleo diet-friendly bowls. That has nothing to do with burritos. Just the stuff that's inside there.
But why would you eat the bowl?
You don't eat the...
Oh, my God.
When you have cereal, do you eat the bowl as well?
So what does it matter if it's paleo or not?
It's what's in the... It's the ingredients. Oh, my gosh.
Do you imagine if Poundcake was her co-anchor?
Oh,
like,
my
bitch,
God.
you don't eat the bowl!
She's thinking of it like an ice cream cone.
Or like a bread bowl or something.
Yeah, bread bowl.
I do enjoy those ice cream cone bowls where you just, after you get finished eating ice cream, you just eat the whole bowl.
It's like a waffle or whatever.
Today's National Ice Cream Day, so there might be
There's
some
a Mitchell's
places
right by
doing,
my house.
Tell you what, 3 more days and I'm...
Fart lady. You
No,
gotta
no,
stop.
They have vegan chocolate,
Oh, there you
and
go.
they have a raspberry sorbet, and I get
Fart lady.
I know, I've been off the rails. I've been good the last 2 days. But I'll get 1 scoop of each, and then it's like chocolate-covered raspberries. When you eat it, it's so good. It's
All
still
right,
not
just making
good for
sure.
you, but
I'm just saying,
ice cream would
I'm not-
destroy me. You think
Yeah.
that sour cream destroyed me? Ice cream would make me throw up.
And that's
Dead
what-
serious.
That's what I was worried about.
Ice
because
cream and milk are like, I can't, I will throw up.
You seem to have a death by fart wish like going on this week.
That was just the pierogies. The sour cream was so good.
Right, but I got like 3 or 4 texts from you about how bad your farts
They
and
were so
diarrhea
bad.
was or whatever.
It was bad. What do
Yeah.
you want me to say? You're Mr. Fart King over there, and you like
I know,
them,
but
and
that's
you
on
laugh
brand
at
for
them.
me.
Well, I wanted to share I wanted to share your brand of my butt.
Well, that's fine. Okay.
My butt brand.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that's not fair. I don't like this double standard on the show. When you guys can talk about your farts
No, I'm
and
not.
your poop,
I'm
and
not
I
saying.
can't.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm generally worried about you getting sick.
No,
I'm not.
You
I'm
have
not-
a pre-existing condition that
Yeah.
makes your farts
Yes.
potentially dangerous, is
Listen,
what he's
No,
saying.
I won't.
If you want
I'm
to
not
fart,
that
fart away.
stupid.
You want to talk about farts? Talk about them all you want. But when it's
was-
to a
I
point where
was
you are
in pain.
cramping up and in pain, I'm like, hey, do we have to have another intervention with you?
You got Mary. You got to lay off the dairy, man.
Hey, my brother-in-law is lactose intolerant. He's like you. He's powers through. Figures it
like
out.
I said,
Eat what
lactate
you
just
wanna eat.
didn't do a lot for me on sour cream night, and I wouldn't go get real ice cream. I know the last time I had real ice cream, it made me throw up, and I was
Was
like,
it a
this isn't good.
congressional level fart?
Yes.
The evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what.
It sounds so wet.
Captured
That's what I
live.
don't like about it.
I feel like it was wet. I feel like there had to have been a little bit of dust on the inside of the skivs after that.
It's
No
okay.
one's telling you to withhold that kind of information. We're just concerned.
I just don't want you to be in pain.
No one would know your body better than you.
Right.
So if
Well-
you say to yourself, I'm gonna eat this sour cream, I'm gonna eat this ice cream.
I would not eat ice cream. I know better than that. I shouldn't have eaten the sour cream, and I put too much faith in one lactate pill. That was
Yeah.
all that was. And then we ate dessert, too, so that was kind of on me.
I feel like your farts are at their work, not you specifically, but like people's.
Common you.
Yeah, the general you.
General you?
I feel like your farts are the worst when you're transitioning. Like if you're like having your regular everyday food, and then you trying to
but
diet.
yeah, when you change up your diet, your farts get real
my
bad.
farts were like the worst. Where my body was transitioning, getting off all the salt and all the other grease that I would have. I was like, oh, I woke myself up out of my sleep. I was like, had to open up
Transitional
windows.
farts.
I was like, oh my god. Like I had to open up my door in the middle of the night, and the cats usually like come in as soon as I open up my door. They're like, no, buddy, we standing out in the hallway. So yeah, the worst
Yuck!
is when you're dieting. Not so much now.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yuck!
Everything's out of
Missed the
sorts over here.
opportunity.
Yeah. Because there were some things filmed here today, so things got moved around.
Things got moved, and I was going to write you a note for a very funny,
I
timely
was
thing,
shooting
and then
some
it
things for
didn't.
the monsters this morning.
And it took too much time,
Sorry.
and now we've moved on.
Well, go ahead and write it down. Because
No,
I'm
it's
curious
stupid.
how your mind works.
And this one doesn't even work. The marker
Oh,
doesn't
come on.
Well, now just tell them.
Well, no, now write it. It doesn't
I
work at
can't.
all.
No, there's literally, look. And our,
'Cause she's
our
always
red
writing her
marker's
name.
gone.
We
I
are
am
experiencing
scribbling.
Yeah, because you're always doing little scribbles during the show, and now we don't have a marker for it.
I don't know.
You know what, Alan?
I don't know what she's saying.
When I saw myself pooping, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Was that it?
No.
We got to give you here. Let me give you a little scrap of paper,
I don't have a pen.
and you'll write it down. And here's a Sharpie for you. All right.
It's so, well, no, it's
It
so
doesn't matter. Write it down.
past it.
This is our second to last show. This is our last studio show of the year. This will be the last time I can slip you a piece of paper. Oh, yeah.
It's gone now.
It is gone now.
Trans people ruined everything.
Because he said transitional farts. And
Yeah, I
it's like-
know.
Trans
he said when
people
you're-
ruined
When
everything.
your body's
Trans
in
people ruin
transition,
farts, too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that will be deleted right at the end of the year.
How do
the
you
last
know
show.
that?
What?
Do you get
What?
rid of all your...
Yeah.
What is he talking
wipes them
about,
clean
Bill?
every year.
Oh,
No,
no,
it
I
does
don't.
not.
Yes, you
No,
do. That's
no.
not coming into 2020,
No, nothing
right?
like that.
That's like, he said, right?
You don't know what I'm sitting on that is going to be released for 2020.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Hey, the Major League Baseball has okayed pot.
Yeah.
So that's good news, I guess, for those guys who, you know, Indians season is just around the corner. It's only a couple of months from when they start preseason play out in Goodyear, and then the home opener in March against the Tigers.
Preseason's in March, too, right?
I love
Some,
home
but I
opening
think it
day.
starts in February.
So they
Yeah.
just can't be high during the game, but they can take it during the
There
season.
are restrictions, but MLB has they have taken marijuana off of their banned substance list.
That's
Probably
nice.
just because it's legal in so many places, they're like, how's it different than drinking?
And it's not performance enhancing.
Right.
Not even close.
No.
That'll slow your reaction time.
So they'll be treating it the same as alcohol, and so
Nice.
suspension for that use. Yeah, but when it becomes more prevalent, they're like, well, we can't have half the league suspended. We got a business to run here. So
That's
players
good.
will not be subjected to discipline for testing positive for marijuana or opioids alone, but rather for conduct under the influence. So taking it's not going to get you in trouble. What you do while you're on it could get you in some trouble. They will be tested for fentanyl if they live through it, cocaine, and synthetic THC in random drug tests. So stick with the real. If it's synthetic THC, no bueno.
Did our president say anything
Major
about
League
this?
Pitcher was
Major League Pitcher?
Major League Pitcher was suspended 45 games today for playing Fortnite for 6 hours straight. When he was supposed to be pitching.
Yeah. What did you say, Poundcake?
I'm pretty sure that our president said something about this exact topic.
He did. He released a statement on it.
heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl.
Didn't mention pot at all. Good for him.
Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Cocaine.
I didn't have to give Poundcake a Sharpie or anything.
Cocaine.
Slip of paper. Yeah, well, there you go. So congratulations to Major League Baseball players. I wonder if professional soccer will follow suit. I think that's who everyone's waiting for, is soccer.
Yeah?
To take the lead.
You think
sure.
soccer?
Major League Soccer,
Major League
Bill,
Soccer.
should be the next one. Yeah, Major League Soccer.
Yeah. See, I'm already tuned out of it.
Yeah, I know.
Even though I did it like 10 minutes ago.
How about, it ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm.
How about the National Basketball Association?
National Basketball Association.
What?
I think
It's
they
not a
might
sports
already
thing now,
be into it. I think they're already
Are they?
pretty open about it.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I think the NBA is the most woke of all the leagues.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Players and team staff in the Major League Baseball will have to attend mandatory educational programs. I just be like,
I want to go to that.
Just,
I want to go to that.
just keep it banned, all right?
Yeah.
Can I get out of these if I just wear a promise ring or something?
You take an edible, then you go to it. And you
100%.
go,
It would make a lot more sense. I have one edible left I've been saving for like the last 2 weeks because it's my last one.
What are you saving it for?
It's because it's my last one. So I'm like, I
Monday
don't
show?
Hanging on to it for dear
Well,
life.
I haven't. I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna want this.
Poor lonely edible.
What's
He's
the
just
one-
sitting there by himself. Take me.
Right. What's the one thing I want to be high for? And I'm like,
Now
not
I know what I'm
this,
getting you.
not this,
Yeah.
not this, not this.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas now.
Edibles.
Yeah.
More edibles.
Don't get them from our friend because whatever. We'll talk later.
Just buy her two, and
I'm
she'll
gonna
have
be in
more than-
Vegas. I'll get them there.
Yes.
Yeah. People having questions about Monday. I will take your texts. Yes, I won't take calls, but I'll see your texts. There will be a live video stream.
Yes.
Of course, we'll podcast the show on iHeartRadio, but we will do.
There will be a live video stream, but it's not going to be cut up into segments until the following day because I'm not going to have access to do that at the show.
There you go.
Giver. Oh,
Yeah.
he's such a giver.
Yeah, but I will do it the next day. And then Mary and I are going to do some live streams next week, just the two of us.
Yeah.
I think we get some content while we're out.
Oh, live video streams.
Yeah, live video streams.
Live
on
streams.
Did you think of like a river?
Pee.
Oh, I was like, we're just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Like, here's a live stream, babbling brook.
Well, there's nothing wrong with sitting at a river and doing a Facebook Live,
It's cold outside.
but you're still in nature. It's nice to be
Yeah,
in
you're
Scotland.
keeping outside.
Maybe we'll do one live stream.
Live stream.
One live stream at a stream. One stream.
Live stream square.
Yes.
You know how on like Facebook you can like have somebody come in, like you can, or I think it's on Instagram. You can have somebody come into your live stream.
Yeah.
You guys should do that with me.
Oh yeah. Come with us. Come to the stream.
Well, he's going to be
I'm gonna
in
be gone.
San Diego.
But if I'm bored and sitting in the airport for like 6 hours and you guys are doing it, call me.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. No pressure. No pressure.
Just because I'm going to be doing it on Facebook. So
You're
I
not
don't
going
know.
to check it. You're not going to have him check in from San Diego.
Not Facebook.
But
YouTube.
Just like the mess that's gonna be my trip. Like,
Why do you think it's going to be a mess?
Because it's gonna be a mess.
You mean like you got to lay a tarp down in your hotel room?
Everything's gonna be a mess. Everyone keeps asking me like, "Are you excited?" I'm like, "I'll be excited when I get there."
When
Like,
we were going to the Christmas party earlier this week, we were talking about drinking there, and he was like, I want my tolerance to be as low as possible for sitting. I was like, you're going to black out on the first
I'm not
night
gonna black-
after
He
two
wants to
drinks.
He wants to be a cheap date.
I'm not
Right.
gonna black out. First off, the drinks there are $16
It
like a
doesn't
cocktail.
matter. Two of them, you're going to be wasted.
All I need is
He
one.
wants to be wasted on
Yes.
one or two drinks because they're
Be
going to be
real
so
cheap.
expensive.
But then it's not going to be a fun night if you're pass out drunk at 8:30.
It might be.
No,
on
that'll
who
be
you
11:30 our time.
Ah.
And besides, we'll see. Ugly bitches buy drinks. So hopefully I'm trying to have like a nice California guy come in and, sweep me off my feet.
Ugly bitches need what?
They buy drinks.
Only ugly bitches buy drinks.
Explain that sentence.
Wow. So if you're a gay man and you're in the club and you've purchased yourself some drinks, you ugly, according to Poundcake. You have my respect because you're out there trying to meet someone nice, and you ain't too proud, so you're buying your own drinks. But this one over here,
I sit in the corner and
we
wait.
have Bureau Chiefs in San Diego, and if you happen to be listening, please keep your eyes and ears peeled
I'll be
for
heel
Pound
pressed.
Cake. Even if you don't see him, you'll hear him coming. And don't buy him a drink. Make him buy his own drinks, I implore you.
I had girlfriends who would do that. They would not buy a drink. Like when we would go to the bar and I'll walk up, I'll buy a round for everybody, buy shots and like stuff like that. They're like, well, if I already have a drink, then a guy can't like come up to me and that's like an icebreaker.
How often did they
blah,
have
blah,
drink?
blah.
Oh, they...
Like have a guy come up and if they don't have anything, like, hey, start a conversation, can I buy you a drink? And I'm like, I don't have time for that. This is when I was obviously an alcoholic. Like, I don't have time to wait for somebody to get me drunk. Like, this is not
right.
So maybe it's not that they're ugly, they might have a drinking problem.
Even better.
But also...
it can be both.
Also both.
So it's extraordinarily unlikely that any girl would be standing there empty-handed for the entire evening, is what you're saying.
That was their point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
Like for a guy,
like
we'd go,
sometimes
well, I
it-
have no certainty that someone's ever going to buy me a drink.
Right.
So I'm going to go get a drink.
Right.
But it's probably very unlikely that any female would
someone
not have someone buy
will
her
offer,
a drink.
Right.
Gotcha.
Someone will offer to buy her a drink
plus,
at some point.
I will have different substances in me. Like, I'm trying to go to like a dispensary. I don't know if I want to have a drinking night or a high night.
You can
I
do
haven't
both.
decided yet. No, I'm not going to do both.
You start. Everybody says this. You start. You get high first, and then you don't drink as much, and you enjoy the night more.
I don't mix at all.
Firm believer in that.
I don't mix at all.
I don't like to get high.
Everyone
and do
gets
things.
high after they drink, and that is a recipe for disaster. That'll make you sick. That'll make you dizzy.
I don't like
you'll
it
start
either
to
way.
lay
I don't
back out.
mix. I'm just going to not take your advice on drinking
you
and
want.
doing drugs.
Anytime I ever went out and was responsible, I was high first. Anytime I would go out and have 2 beers and have a good night and come home, I would always smoke weed before I left the house.
Would you drink less if you were high?
100%. Because I would just have something that I wanted to sip on for the bubbles. That's all I would want.
Well,
just
then
a little bit of carbonation.
rather than going sober, why wouldn't you just smoke every time you were going to go out to a bar?
Because I wasn't...
You smoke a lot anyway.
Yeah, but it was also one of those things where I don't want to be high every day either. I don't smoke...
You were going to drink every day?
I was drinking like 5 nights a week. I was blacking out like 5 nights a week. Toward the end of it, yeah, it got real bad. But then I'd have like,
smoke weed every day.
Every other week I'd have one responsible night where I'd smoke weed or eat an edible and then go have 2 beers and be like, see, I can control it.
Well, yeah.
And then the next day I'd wake up in a bathtub and it's not the same.
Huh.
Definitely starts to get a little stinky and a little slimy.
I think the most exciting thing about this trip is that there's a whole side of
there's going to be a hole.
The whole side of there's a whole side of the country that hasn't even seen me yet. So I'm just like, all right.
He's making his debut.
And they have a gay district. It's an actual known gay district. So I'm like, cool. I'm excited for that. But other than that,
Did you buy a new bathing suit?
I did.
Is it a Speedo?
It's not a Speedo.
See, the other, the double, I'm still thinking about your friends who want to be there empty-handed, so they'll have a drink purchased for them. They could get a drink purchased for them by somebody they don't want buying them a drink, and then there's a weird transactional situation.
Or they can just say no thank
there.
you.
Or like I'm going to the bathroom
Yeah.
and then just never come
No
back.
thank you.
Yeah,
To
the club
me,
scene's the worst.
I've never been that person where I'm not waiting for someone to get me a drink. I'm usually probably already drunk on the dance floor.
But it
was
probably
usually
doesn't
who
take them
I
that
was.
long, though. It's not like a waiting. Like, men act fast. When they see you're by yourself, you're not looking around to be with anybody.
Yeah.
They're like, bam, there's my target closing in. Get her a drink.
Yeah.
And they're like, you want to do a shot with
I
me?
guess-
I like to buy someone else a drink when I'm on a date.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're with someone and you go, I'd like to buy that girl at the bar a drink. And then your date goes, what the hell? And you
Like,
go,
you start your own tab.
and then I go, shut up, woman, you don't know me.
I bought a dude a drink
Never
one time.
failed.
This was in college. I was drunk at the bar and I looked across the bar and there was a hot dude. And I didn't see, the way that the bar was, I didn't see anybody next to him. And I sent him a beer. And then as soon as he got the beer and I waved at him, his girlfriend's head came past the partition, where the way the bar was set up. And I was like, oh boy.
That is funny.
Because it was there was 2
It was
parts
like Ricky
of the bar
Tikki
where taps
Tavi and the
were.
Cobra.
Yeah, where there were taps. So I
just
couldn't
imagine
see.
the head popping up.
And then there was a blank space. I was young too. I was probably 21 or 22. There's where I was sitting in between and he was directly across from me. So we could see each other very clearly. And it was just a Budweiser. And anything I was like, get that guy another beer. And then you just see her head boop, pop out real quick.
I can imagine. I've seen that a million times.
You're like, oh, that was for you too,
Sorry.
ma'am. Give them 2 straws, please. All right, hey, Chris McQuanzico, we've talked about it. It's coming up the 29th at the Agora with Bill and Mary and Wanda Mayfield and Cody Cooper and some very funny people at the Agora. I will have a pair of tickets for you to win after this break. 35192. Send me a text or AlanCoxShow.com.